Итак, мы снова в аэропорту.
It is the end of January, early morning, 7 a.m. Outside, the temperature is near freezing, and there is snow on the ground. What do you think an average American can dream about now? That's right, about a trip to Caribbeans. In this video, you'll enjoy the view of the ocean, palm trees, blue waters, and white sands, as well as learn the history of the Dominican Republic, what hotel we stayed at, what you can do there, and about an interesting drink we tried. At the end, I'll give you some information that may be useful for you in the future if you decide to travel to Dominican Republic.
Ура, мы в Доминиканской Республике.
Hooray! We are in Dominican Republic. We are on Atlantic side of the island that is called Hispaniola. It is located on Bavara Beach. Rio Palace Punta Cana is the name of the resort we're staying at, and it is all-inclusive. Our main goal was we don't do any cooking and we don't think about dirty dishes. The historical name of the island on which the Dominican Republic is located is Hispaniola. Christopher Columbus gave it this name in 1492, but it is also called the island of Haiti. The Dominican Republic shares this island with another country which occupies 36% of the western part of the island and is called Republic of Haiti. It is one of only two islands in Caribbean on which there are two states. The second island is Saint Martin. The capital of Dominican Republic is Santo Domingo, but we were staying in the tourist area of the island 30 minutes from Punta Cana. There are 10.5 million people living in Dominican Republic. 9 million people live in New York City. Previously, it was the Spanish colony of Santo Domingo, named after its patron Saint Dominic, but it was also attractive land for England and France. In 1697, a treaty was signed according to which the western part of the island went to France and the eastern part remained with Spain. In 1844, there was an uprising and the Dominican Republic was proclaimed in the eastern part of the island. For many years, this country has been fighting and is still fighting corruption, poverty, and unemployment. Of the great importance is the export of sugar, coffee, cocoa, and tobacco. An important source of income is also tourism. In 2022, the country was visited by 7 million tourists, mainly from Latin America and the United States. And now I can tell you about our hotel. Rio Hotels and Resorts is a Spanish hotel chain founded by the Rio family. The small travel company was opened in 1953 in Mallorca, Spain. Currently, German TUI Group owns 49% of the company, and it is managed by the third generation of the Rio family. The company's business is focused on the resort sector, and the more than 70% its establishments offer all-inclusive services. Hotels of this company can be seen in Miami, in New York City on Times Square, and in San Francisco, as well as in Bermuda, Jamaica, Mexico, Panama, Asia, Africa, and of course in Europe, in 20 countries. 31,000 people work for this company. Before the pandemic, there were Russian-speaking tourists in Dominican Republic. In our hotel, about 30%. You will also be surprised to see there is a menu in Russian and the fact that almost every guide will try to tell you a few words in broken Russian. The Rio complex on which we were staying consisted of 5 different hotels. Ours, the leftmost, Rio Palace Punta Cana, then Rio Bamboo, Rio Macao, Rio Bavara, and Rio Nayoba. This is what our hotel looked like from the inside. As you have already noticed, only 4 floors.
Сюда можно приехать с семьей.
You can come here with family, or you can come here for a romantic vacation. But you also can come here with your girlfriends and have a wonderful time. Here you can find lots of entertainment, including dance parties and excursions. I am sure you can find something that you really like to do. Unfortunately, I cannot check all the excursions, but I will share information about the excursions we're going to take. These places are especially attractive for swimming and scuba diving. For divers, there are several places around the Catalina Island. We are in luck. There is a veteran diver among us, and that's what she told us.
Мы поедем на корабле на остров Каталина.
We plan to take a boat to Catalina Island and we'll be diving there. What do you need to do before diving? We must check all equipment. Make sure that it fits right. Get correct number of weights. Make sure that suit fits right. When you'll be at the diving site, we'll put everything on and check it again. After that, we jump into water, and it can be done in two ways. You can jump on your back or you can jump face forward. But in this case, you need to spread your legs to avoid an impact with water. After that, you need to show the instructor if you're okay or not. If everything is fine, you show this. If not, you show that. If you're not good, then instructor needs to take some actions to help you. When everything will be fine, you release an air from your suit and you dive down. Well, finally, after very intricate stops at other hotels and transfers to various minibuses, we are on a boat going to Catalina Island. Check in the gear. All the valves are working. The scuba gear is behind the back and the flippers are on the feet. The last seconds before diving. Jump! With great anticipation, we wait for the signal. Here it is! Everything is in order. They're ready for the dive. While divers are exploring the seabed, those who remained on the ship and who have not yet got seasick go snorkeling. The fish, of course, were cute and funny. Someone even brought bread, and we could see how the fish were catching it. We took another excursion and left our resort to see the little squirrel monkeys, which unfortunately do not live in the Dominican Republic but inhabit Latin America. They were brought to this place 35 years ago and now perfectly accustomed and settled here. They love tourists and can even jump on their heads, as you can see. We were also shown how coffee and cocoa beans are processed and how chocolate is made. The smell of coffee was amazing, much stronger than cacao. After that, we were given these drinks to try. We were also introduced to a very interesting alcoholic beverage. Mama Juana is the national alcoholic drink of the Dominican Republic. It consists of various components of plant origin, pieces of wood, bark, leaves, herbs, and spices. The mix of rum, red wine 70% and honey is used for its manufacture. But when we were ordering it in our hotel, the waiters would smile and wink at us. This is the entertainment that could be found in our resort complex. The Dominican Republic is known as the birthplace of musical styles and dances of dembow, merengue, and bachata. If you can't dance, don't worry. You can take a dance lesson like we did. Many people come here to relax and unwind. You can do this near several pools. In our hotel, there were 3 of them. It's almost 8 a.m. This is a pool with a bar, and some smart vacationers have already hung towels, occupying the sun baths, and after that, they went to get breakfast. Something to remember. If you come here with children, you can definitely find a quieter pool even with small slides like this one. It was almost always empty. Well, if you want higher and more thrilling slide, our resort has it too.
Соединенных Штатов Америки выступает Хелен Ильяшенко. Вот наша представительница Массачусетса, безоговорочная победа. Она лучшая, мы верили в нее, и все получилось. Мы на первом месте. Ура!
If you're tired of laying near the pool, you can do water aerobics. In this very pool in the afternoon, you can take a free scuba diving class. I was absolutely thrilled.
Lena, show me.
The pool of course is good, but we came here for the salt water, to swim in an ocean. Unfortunately, the ocean was not very calm. The waves were high. It is Atlantic Ocean after all. Let's see how those ladies can handle swimming in these waves. As we can see, they have a very good instructor. They are in good hands. Jump. Another jump. Only 5 minutes passed and our ladies already feel very comfortable in this rough ocean. To mention one more entertainment near the ocean, I want to tell you about parasailing. You can do it in 3 at once. We didn't take our chances though. This is for dance club lovers. The parties were held at our resort every other day. This is an afternoon party at the place with swimming pools. Now it is around 5 p.m. As you can see, it's a full house. It is important to find the right place to observe the party. And here is an evening party. The alcohol is free, by the way. Now it's about 7 p.m. Not as many people. By 9 p.m. the situation has perked up a little. You see the difference? I also see that, but I can't explain it yet. I also want to say that when we, not letting each other to fall asleep, came to the nightclub around 11 p.m., no one was there at all. Do you think they all go to bed early after a tiring rest by the pool?
Ну что ж, пришло время поговорить о еде.
It's time to talk about food. Unfortunately, all-inclusive hotels have one big problem, a lot of food. I want to give you one advice. Do not check your weight before you go on a trip, because you'll be very disappointed when you'll be back. Now I want to show you what we were eating. Spanish wine was offered for lunch and dinner. There was a choice, red wine or white wine. We ate what was offered. And these days we were offered sliced meat and fish. This is a cheese station. bread of different kinds and varieties. Salads. It was the only salvation. As well as various juices and fruits. The fruits were watermelons and melons, but there was something interesting out there in the middle. It is a passion fruit. The smell is very pleasant, but it is terribly sour. I could eat it only with sweet dessert. Unfortunately, like everything in the world, our vacation is coming to an end. For the more complete picture, let's listen what other members of our expedition have to say.
Заканчивается наше...
Our trip comes to an end, and I want to tell you about my impressions. First of all, I realized that I never traveled without my family, husband or kids. It was the first time I traveled with girlfriends, and it was super.
Было супер. Мы собрались вот в Доминиканской Республике.
We girlfriends got together here in Dominican Republic. We know each other for about 20 years, and we never traveled by ourselves. It was amazing that we suddenly decided to leave our family, husbands and kids, and come here. It is so good because it's all-inclusive, weather is magical, warm and sunny, and ocean and no family.
Я не буду повторяться то, что говорили предыдущие ораторы.
Don't want to repeat previous speakers about how good it is to go together with your 4 girlfriends, relax and unwind. It is like in Sex and the City, only it is in Dominican and no sex. Don't make me laugh. Every evening we were getting together to talk or for cup of tea, and not only. That's it, that's what I have to say. I highly recommend it. It was super, it was wonderful. Goodbye.
Пока.
Goodbye the warm ocean. It's time to check out of our hotel. This minivan will take us to the airport, and while we're going there, I'll share some useful information. American electrical devices will work. The voltage and the shape of the socket are the same as in USA. Americans on arrival must show the QR code, which you will receive when filing out an e-ticket. Russian citizens do not need a visa to enter the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is in the AST or Atlantic Standard Time Zone, and the time there is an hour ahead of time in Boston, New York, and Washington. For drone lovers, flying a drone is legal in the Dominican Republic. We did it, and nothing was sent to intercept it.
Ну вот мы в аэропорту.
We are at the airport. Honestly, I can't believe that 1 week has already passed, and the second thing I can't believe is that there are some places where it is snowing cold. I recommend going to any tropical destinations in the winter time. Take all-inclusive, so you don't have to think about anything.
До новых встреч!
They were brought to this place 35 years ago, and now perfectly accustomed and settled here. They were brought to this place 35 years ago, and now perfectly accustomed and settled here.